that made me realize you're staying young is you won the Caine Prize in 2003.
Yes.
We're talking about 19 years ago.
Yes, already.
And
oh my
all those
goodness.
awards, imagine, now next year you have to have a party.
I will, actually, you're right.
It's the
Now
Caine,
that
Caine
you
at
say-
20. Like,
Yeah.
oh, no. Me, I'll just come for the food. So I'm ready. So what does it mean? I mean, winning is one thing, losing is another thing. Continuing to write is the ultimate. What does it mean when you get this recognition specifically outside of the country? Are there times you say, I wish this was that Kenyan event where they ignored me because that's my homeland? Or do you just take it and say, you know what, tomorrow?
You take it as a gift.
Okay.
You take it as a gift because I think one of the things that Kenya gives you is a sense of the world.
Yeah.
I realized the other gift of belonging to this nation is that the world is not a bizarre place. So no, I take it as a gift with great humility.
Yes.
But quite frankly, when I received the Caine Prize, I really was not ready, Neo. I didn't, because literally that was the very first kind of outing of me as a storyteller. It was literally my first story, the first story I'd written. And it wasn't just feeling like an imposter as much as thinking the kind of Allah, has this happened?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What's my identity?
Yeah,
now?
what should I do now?
What do I do? What do
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
And you had all these people saying, but Yvonne, where's your manuscript? They didn't believe when I said, actually, this is the only story I have written. This is the only one I have. Yeah. So
and also because of being honest in your like you said, in your voice, just do you and be you. Is this the reason why one of the reasons why we now have Macondo Festival? And please explain to us what is happening.
What is happening? In about 2018,
Yes.
I met I was a friend, a woman who becomes my dear friend, invited me for an interview. Her name was Anya Bengelsdorf, a German, but I'm going to emphasize a Nairobi resident of German origin.
Oh, nice, nice.
Because it was there meeting her for the first time. It was supposed to be an interview. It ended up being this long conversation, and now a friendship that almost a sisterhood.
Yeah.
But we bonded over the things that we absolutely love, the literatures that we love. Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude, and the town in that book called Macondo, where the Buendia family lives. And Macondo in that book, it's a fictional town in Colombia, but it's a fictional town anywhere.
Anyway, yeah.
And
it sounds, I promise you, everyone thought it was like in Africa. They're like, so is it Macondo? Man, some Maconde. Like, I'm like, trust me, guys, it's Macondo.
It's Macondo, but it's a fictional town that could be anywhere in the global south.
Yeah.
Because there are Macondos in other places.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was also particularly Gabriel Garcia Marquez, his book. But also there was, as we were speaking, there was this realization that there are so many, there's so much of Nairobi in Macondo, and there's so much of Macondo in Nairobi.
Nice.
It's a kind
I
of,
can imagine from the music, the food.
but also the crossroad space, and it's a fictional space in this novel.
Yes.
But it's a kind of space where anything happens and anything unfolds, which is very much like Nairobi.
Exactly, Nairobi completely.
And the kind of convergence of strange peoples.
Yes.
And you suddenly become a citizen of this space.
Exactly. I mean, even your presence here today is the essence of Macondo.
Isn't that right?
You land and it's like, listen, I gotta sleep, but we have to do the interview and then I'll go sleep. But this sleep is dependent on me, because if I don't sleep
tomorrow,
I'm done for. So I love that you said it's crossroad. It's very interesting. I mean, sort of dimension that you're talking about.
Yes.
So also the intention of having Lusophone, Anglophone, and Francophone speakers and writers. Why is that important for a literary festival in an English-speaking?
But this was absolutely important because the only time we run into the Lusophone Francophones, and that was part of my kind of, if you want, pushback.
Yes.
Is in European capitals.
Yes.
And I'm saying, why should I meet African authors?
Yes.
whose literature is absolutely splendid. Why
Yes.
must I only meet them in Europe
Exactly.
or in the US?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
can't we meet them here?
Thank you.
And also, Nairobi is an international capital. It's an international space, and it's a space that makes the most sense, I think. I hope Johannesburg doesn't mind, or
Yeah.
Lagos, but actually, it's the one space in Africa that makes
Yeah.
complete sense
Yeah.
as a convergence zone for all the energies, all the creative energies of
Yes.
the continent
Yes.
to meet.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting also meeting some of the Lusophone writers, people like Jose Eduardo Agualusa, among others, on Ondiake, who was so excited about the idea of just being invited to Nairobi.
Wow.
Because they said, A, they'd been neglected on the African continent, and they longed, and B, they longed to interact and mix with so-called francophone, anglophone, arabophone, other contemporaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who should come to the literary festival? Who is it for? Is it for only people who are like sort of well learned,
Oh,
or is it
stop,
for
stop,
for
stop.
kids in
It's
school?
For us. It's
Who
for
is
all
it
of
for?
us. It's for book lovers and
Yes.
and idea seekers. It's for us. It's for to take advantage of the privilege of having it not in Nairobi, but also
Yeah.
the privilege, and I must mention this, of Professor Abdul Razak Gurna, Nobel Prize winner 2021, joining us in Nairobi.
Wow.
The whole world is looking for him.
Wow.
But you know why he honored us?
Wow.
We invited him before he won the Nobel Prize.
You see?
And the gracious man, the
I
gracious
love it.
human being,
I
he
love
simply
it.
said, all those people who
Came
knew
after.
me, who
Yeah.
knew me
Yeah.
before,
Yes, I will honor them.
I will honor that. I will honor. So we're,
I love it.
So
You see why it's nice you being a Kenyan?
Oh
Because
my
you always know how to just maneuver before things happen. You're like, I can see something here.
no, but
Let's
we
ask.
have to honor our people. We have to honor. We have to honor our legends. And sometimes and I think that's absolutely important, because then suddenly the world recognizes
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Right now, for the rest of the world, it's so hard to get access
Yeah.
to Professor Abdul Razak Gurna. And so the privilege of him joining us
Yeah.
and willing to come to be with
Please,
us.
this literally festival is literally for a lot of us who are, just especially curious minds. Please, even if it takes you 13 years to read one book, okay, that you had studied in high school, and you're like, man, how will I look when I'm there? When it comes to this kind of literary festivals, you don't look a certain way. You just come with an open mind.
Please come.
Please
come.
just come.
Just come
There's
and
no
interact.
sijui